We kept on arguing until we reached the kitchen. I only had a couple pieces of pizza and some pasta with sausages in terms of ready food laying around in the fridge. Other than that, it was stuffed with canned foods, vegetables, and raw meat. Andrew, pizza or pasta? Julia, well, let's start with pasta. Andrew, start? Julia, come on. I'm practically starving here. Andrew, come to think of it, you were wandering about for a month without any food. It's a mystery how you managed to survive. Julia, it's my normal diet. A very bold statement. Andrew, now that explains everything. Julia, what do you mean? Andrew, the fact that you eat so much, you accumulate nutrition and then use it sparingly. Julia, like a bear? Andrew, yeah, don't be shy, eat up. Julia started consuming food with enthusiasm, but her face contorted right away. Julia, and what master chef, may I ask, cooked this? Andrew, it was me. What about it? Julia, how in the world did you manage to ruin something as simple as pasta? I scooped some pasta with the fork. It smelled and tasted ordinary. Andrew, seems fine to me. I eat it with no problem at all. Julia, poor creature. Must be tough living your life with no idea of how real food tastes. Andrew, oh, don't blow it out of proportion. Julia, are you going to cook for your mom as well? Andrew, of course. Stop making that face. It's not that bad. Besides, it's not like I'm forcing you to eat it. Julia, I'm okay, thank you. I'll at the very least save someone else from the suffering. Andrew, how nice of you. Julia, just keep in mind, if I get sick, you'll be the one to blame. Andrew, or your gluttony. Julia, shut up. Andrew, stop speaking with your mouth full. Also, did you know that your metabolism slows down as you age? With eating habits like that, you'll be fat, ugly, and incredibly sick when you get old. Julia, bowing. I rummaging in my pocket and pulled out a key. Andrew, right, I almost forgot. Julia, what's with? Andrew, speak after you chew. Julia grumbled in protest. Andrew, it's a cellar key. Pops gave it to me a while back. I never knew that cellar even existed. I've never moved any of the furniture here, after all. Julia had finally finished the sausage. Julia, Grandma used to store stacks of grains and potatoes there, and pickled vegetables. Andrew, I hope there's nothing there that was once edible. As far as I know, Pops keeps all sorts of garbage there, New Year tree ornaments included. Julia's eyes turned as big as plates. Andrew, now what? Julia, can I help you decorate the house? Please, 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 pretty please. Andrew, alright. You're a holidays for children enthusiast. Julia, I haven't decorated a New Year tree in ages. I've almost forgotten its smell. Andrew, there's plenty of them outside. Go have a sniff. Julia, meanie. Andrew, I thought Pops would pick you up by now. To be honest, I gotta call him. Nicholas. Andrew, my boy, what's up? Andrew, you coming soon? Did you forget I've got plans for tonight? What are you even doing? Nicholas, well, was tinkering with the engine a bit. I'm done now, almost ready to go. Andrew, you a car mechanic now? I hope you don't break anything else. If you don't come, your granddaughter here will have to spend the night in the forest. Julia stared at me in utter shock. Nicholas, I gotcha. And he hung up. Andrew, don't look at me like that. It was just a joke. He'll be there in a couple of hours. Strange. I thought he'd be rushing here after hearing about you, but he's not in any sort of a hurry. Julia, who knows what business he has? Andrew, oh, I know all about his business. He's either sawing trees or smoking in his workshop. That's all the business he can have. Julia, will you ever stop grumbling? It's not even clear when your mom will come. Don't you want to call her, by the way? I sighed. After my conversation with Julia, I didn't know how to approach Mom and what to say to her. Andrew, I'll call her in a bit, probably. Julia, no, you have to call her right now. Andrew, and why's that? Julia, you can't run away from her forever. You hung up on her before, right? Or it's simple courtesy to call back. Andrew, all right, spare me the preaching. I dialed Mom's number, trying to control my trembling fingers. Andrew, hey, you coming? Mom, there's something wrong with the car. We need to change some parts for spares, or so they told me. Andrew, should I pick you up? Mom, no. I've already found a driver. He's going your way. Andrew, who's that driver? Now, don't get in the car of a complete stranger. Mom, looks like a good fellow. Andrew, do you think all predators have their intent written all over the face? Send me his plate number for safe measure. Mom, sure, Andrew. Andrew, what? Mom, no, nothing. See you. Andrew, bye. I ended the call. That was close. Julia peered into me eyes triumphantly. Julia, wow, you can be like that too. Andrew, bearable. Julia, caring, that was cute. Andrew, stop imagining things. It's just ordinarily safe concerns. If I had sent you to Pop's on a taxi, I would have remembered its plate number as well. Julia, could you do that from the very start? Andrew, no, I was speaking hypothetically. Taxis don't come here. Her enthusiasm did not waver. Julia, well, since Grandpa and your mom won't be here for a while, I can help you decorate the tree and even cook you something for dinner if you are a good boy. Andrew, Pops wanted me to decorate the tree with Mom. To be precise, he wanted me to make my guests happy. He meant my mom, right? It's not like he could have predicted Julia come here. Andrew, well, if she arrives too late, we may not have enough time to do it. All right, we'll do it. But let's start with the outside of the house. Julia, why outside first? Andrew, well, if we were to believe Pop's forecast, we should hurry up before the blizzard comes. We moved the couch. There indeed was a hatch underneath it. Cold emanated from below. The air felt humid and dusty. The cellar was filled with unfunctioning electronics, furniture, and old boxes. Julia swiftly located the ones we needed, and we returned the furniture to its rightful place. She opened up one of the boxes in a blink of an eye. Julia, there they are. Grandpa used to hang these lights on the roof. It always looks stunning. Andrew, do you think I'm not up to the task? Julia, sir, no, sir. It was already pitch dark outside. I hoped that Julia would help me hang the lights, but she probably thought that making a snowman was a better idea. I brought out a ladder and climbed up to the roof. The lights themselves were easy to install, so things moved quickly. I was on the other side of the roof in no time. Julia, on the other hand, was so engrossed in playing with snow that she was practically unaware of her surroundings and didn't look my way even once. She was seemingly used to be left to her own devices, judging by how good she was at rolling these giant snowballs all by herself. I wonder, how well did she connect with her peers? Did she have a boyfriend? I, for example, was a complete rookie in relationships, never even had a chance. The girls at school avoided me for apparent reasons. The only female that showed me any attention was a lunch lady from a nearby factory, Larissa, who flirted with pretty much anybody. All in all, I was a total virgin. I felt warmth coming from Julia, though, and it didn't look like simple courtesy. I could have even believed she was into me. Well, if she would look at me even once, but not today, I guess. Andrew, I'm done here. Look at. I froze in place. While I was deep in thought, a bear had emerged from the forest. Julia didn't notice it, but it did notice her. Julia, oh, looks beautiful. Your mom will surely appreciate the effort. The beast stood up on two legs. A stated bear will do that to show off and warned others to not move closer. You wouldn't find a stated bear wandering the forest in winter, though. I took a deep breath and shouted at the top of my lungs, Andrew, Julia, run! She sprung to action and got up the ladder in a blink, and the bear just stood there, unmoving. I threw off the ladder so it couldn't climb up. Julia, what? What's there? Julia shot the bear a quizzical look. It studied us for a couple of minutes, tilting its head to different angles, and then just turned its back on us and strode into the forest, almost as if we were unworthy of its attention. Andrew, whew, what a close call. Julia, you scared me to death. Should have told me it was just a bear. Andrew, just a bear? Are you out of your mind? He would have swallowed you whole. Julia, nonsense. Andrew, well, tell me then, what were you so afraid of? Julia, I thought it was the forest witch. Andrew, huh? Julia, the forest witch. When I was little, Grandma told me there was a witch in the forest. A witch that killed birds and beasts and drank their blood to prolong her own life. Andrew, are you dumb? How can you believe in such fairy tales at your age? Julia, but it's true. I even saw her once. Andrew, how old were you? Julia, 5. Andrew, little kids' imagination can take a rotten tree for an old person. Julia, she wasn't old at all. Julia's stomach reminded of itself at just the right moment. Andrew, hungry again? Julia, no, it's your pasta talking. Andrew, and what's up with that snowman's attire? Where did you get that? Julia, I found it laying around. Now tell me, where's the ladder? Andrew, Julia, Andrew, Julia, what a moron. She definitely did not like me now. Andrew, I don't want to hear that from someone who believes in forest witches. Julia, and are you a genius who decided to get rid of our means to get down? What do we do now? Andrew, the window is locked from the other side. Well, we can't always jump. Julia, but it's so high. I'm scared. Andrew, I just can't understand you. I tried. I really did. How can you be scared of forest witches in such small heights, but not bears? Andrew, and how weren't you scared of going into the forest at -30 Celsius? And why did you even climb here when you could have just ran into the house? Julia, um, see, I feel a lot safer around you. My heart skipped a beat. Andrew, stop it. Julia, stop what? Andrew, stop being so cute, please. Julia, you you think I'm cute? Andrew, you're as cute as you're weird. Julia, you say it like I'm the biggest weirdo on the planet. Andrew, I didn't say that. Let's see. I'll jump down and bring back the letter, okay? Julia, um, I landed in the snow without incident and got the ladder back up. Julia sheepishly placed her foot on one of the ladder planks again and again. On the fourth plank, her foot slipped. Andrew, watch out. I stretched out my hands reflexively, and Julia landed right into my grasp. Andrew, it's alright. You're in safe hands. Julia, thank you. She blushed, but didn't avert her gaze. I couldn't believe how light she was. Andrew, I have a question. I just need to ask. Julia, sure. Andrew, can you promise to answer honestly? She nodded and held her breath. Andrew, where did all the weight you had been accumulating for years go? Julia, congratulations. You won a medal. She jumped off the ground. Andrew, what kind? Julia, for ruining a perfect moment. Andrew, what do you? I was interrupted by a noise coming from the road. Andrew, someone's car? I doubted it was Pops or my mom. They couldn't have been here this fast. Julia seemed to think the same. Julia, so soon? She almost sounded sad. The noise was becoming louder. Windows in my house started shuddering. This was too loud. It wasn't a normal car, and there seemed to be a lot of them. No one had turned our way though. Andrew, I wonder how much they were paid to work on New Year's Eve. Julia, what was that? Andrew, this forest was due to be cut down. They finally got to work, it seems. Julia, impossible. This forest shouldn't be disturbed. Andrew, just this forest? I mean, I don't like that idea, but why this particular forest? Julia, you'd laugh at me again if I told you. I only tend to laugh at extremely childish beliefs. Andrew, I see. It's because a bear spirit lives here, right? Julia, you know about it? This girl is just Andrew. The whole town knows. Julia, I bet you don't believe in it, but that's okay. Andrew, did you see it as well? Julia, I didn't, but it definitely exists. Andrew, this means there's a higher chance to meet a forest witch than a bear spirit around these parts. Julia shot me a mysterious smile. Andrew, it's so cute. I won't even try to change your mind. And if that'll calm you down, Pops is sure nothing's gonna happen to the forest. The bear spirit will come and save the day, like it always does. Julia, if Grandpa said so, it's going to happen. Andrew, let me guess. Because he can see the future? Julia, it's one of the reasons. Test my faith all you want. You mean spirited skeptic? I won't budge. Andrew, wasn't my intention at all. Julia, by the way, what about the tree? Andrew, I found a really good one at the backyard. Come on in. I'll join you soon. Apart from all the racket from lodging trucks, it was incredibly quiet outside. Even the air felt softer. It was either the calm before the storm, or Pops was wrong with his prediction. I carried the tree inside the house and was met with a surprise. Julia was glowing like a rainbow, wrapped in countless lights. Julia, do I look pretty? Andrew, very much so. I'm especially interested in what brand your earrings are. Where did you get them? Julia, found them laying around. Andrew, how old are you again? Julia, it's a secret. Julia burst into laughter. She didn't look like an adult before, but now she was behaving like a mischievous little girl. Andrew, will we decorate the tree, or are you going to spend the rest of your life in these boxes? Julia, wait, there's so many cool things in them. Fireworks, a whole box of them. Andrew, you can't decorate a tree with that. Julia, but you can't fire them. Andrew, they're too old. Probably past the expiration date. Julia, you're such a Andrew, such a what? Julia, skeptic pessimist. Andrew, it's very nice to meet you. Julia, fireworks have no expiration date. None at all. Andrew, they spent so much time in that cellar, they're probably wet on the inside, so they definitely won't fire. Julia, you're boring me to sleep. No harm in trying, you know. I sighed. Andrew, fine. We can try them, but let's do it later, okay? I've brought the tree after all. Julia, but there's still so many. Andrew, oh, what now? I replied in an unexpectedly rude manner. My voice expressed much more irritation than I actually felt. Julia, who just now was brighter than a full blown New Year tree, shifted to a dark mood. She looked at me with disappointment and turned away. Julia, it's nothing. A lump of guilt was stuck in my throat. Andrew, I'm genuinely interested. Julia, it doesn't matter. Andrew, what's that? Books?
Julia looked at me with doubtful eyes.
Julia, my childhood photos, books, and grandma's notebooks. Andrew, can I take a look? Julia, do you like little girls? Andrew, who do you take me for? I meant the notebooks. Your grandma was a skilled artist. Julia, oh. Andrew, besides, I've already seen plenty of your childhood photos. Julia, pervert. Andrew, it's not like I asked for it. Pops just likes bragging about you. Julia handed me a small leather bound tome. A sign depicting half of a spruce was inscribed on its front cover. I skimmed through the book. There was a lot of text, but not so much in the terms of drawings. Andrew, it's all handwritten. Looks more like a diary. Julia, I'd call it a collection of our land's legends. Grandma did it all by herself. Andrew, I'll make sure to read it later. All right. Otherwise, we won't be able to decorate our tree in time. Julia, I've got everything covered in that regard. Julia took the task as seriously as possible. She was meticulous in picking the toys and where to put them on the tree. She could spend up to 5 minutes placing one. And if that place was too high for her, I would be the one to place it. Julia, oh, not there. Andrew, but I followed your directions. Julia, put it a bit to the left. Now, that's it. By the way, have you ever decorated a New Year tree with your family? Andrew, every single year until Dad passed away, he absolutely loved the winter holidays. So we would always set up the tree in early December and would only get rid of it at the end of January. It was a lot of fun. Julia, what was the most fun about it? Andrew, when I was a kid, Dad would always put me on his shoulders so I could place the star, the main piece of decoration, by myself. I was always horrible at it, and Mom always fixed it, thinking I wouldn't notice. Andrew, we also shared a hobby with Dad, collecting aircraft models made of wood and plastic. Andrew, I had a vast collection in my room, from huge to very small, and the tiniest of them we would use as toys for our tree. Andrew, Mom would make us cheesecakes with hot chocolate, and we would wolf them together while decorating. Julia, sounds awesome. Andrew, and what about you? I mean, from the time you used to live here? Julia, we would camp out with Grandpa to get the tree. Andrew, camp out? You have plenty of trees in your backyard. Julia's eyes became dreamy. Julia, we looked for the finest spruce in the whole forest. That was our goal. Grandma would prepare our backpacks. We even took a tent with us. We traversed the forest for hours, and when we got tired, set up a fireplace and roasted sausages. Julia, it felt like a genuine adventure where I was an explorer, following his guide to unknown lands. Julia, we even spent the night under the open sky once. We had too little energy to come back. Andrew, and what about bears? Julia, we met them from time to time, but they'd never attack us. Andrew, how in the world? Julia, because of Grandpa. Andrew, huh? Does he have some sort of special aura? Julia, something like that. I think he's the forest guardian. And don't make that face. Read Grandma's book first. Andrew, all right, please continue. Julia, when we eventually found the right tree, Grandpa would cut it down, tie it to his back, and we would go home. We always returned really quick. It seemed like magic to me back then. But now I understand that we were just going in circles around the house the whole time. Andrew, that old trickster. Julia, but it was such a grand adventure for me every time. When we arrived home, Grandma would always claim she lost the cellar key, and we went searching for it together. Julia, it was a New Year festival designed for me and me alone. Andrew, they sure loved you a lot. Julia, I know, right? And then we decorated the tree together. I was very small, so I could only hand the toys over to Grandpa. Just like with you today. I told him where should the toys go, and he would always misplace them. Julia, I would always make a fuss about it, and he would pick me up so I could do it myself. Andrew, childhood is a magical time. Julia, and one's parents are their personal magicians. Andrew, judging by what you told me, your whole family consists of mystic creatures. Julia, hey, stop that. Andrew, alright, alright. I think you'll make a wonderful magician yourself one day. Julia showed me an embarrassed smile and flicked some hair behind her ear. Julia, you really think so? Andrew, I do. I also felt heat rise up in my cheeks. Julia, it's a bit... Andrew, embarrassing? Sorry. Julia, it's okay, to be honest. It made me a bit happier. And that's it for the tree, I think. Andrew, you don't seem too happy. Julia, we were done too fast. Julia, you know, when I have a giant family, I'd place a huge fluffy tree in the middle of the room and buy a ton of toys, so the decoration process would take up the whole evening until there's no space left on the tree. Andrew, sounds like a plan, but how can you be sure your family will be giant? Will you even have a family? Julia shrugged. Julia, I just know it. Andrew, Pop's powers again. Julia, shut up. Andrew, sure. We can strip down the tree if you want, or we can stop dilly-dallying and take care of the second floor.